Hello.
Hey, hey!
Hey!
Hey there. It's that time. It's that night.
Sure is.
It's that thing that we do. That thing we do.
We are doing a thing.
The thing we do. That's that are you serious thing that we do. There it is.
Hey.
Oh my god. Oh,
Get it?
yeah. Let's first just say hello to Daniel, Sara, Ryan, Jesse, Lauren, Casey. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
And let's say
Hi,
hello
guys.
to anyone viewing now and viewing in the future. I always talk about the future, but that's all in the past. So, first, how we play our game. Each one of our contestants has shared with me and only me an interesting factoid about their life, something that happened to them, something that they did. And I'm going to show each one of those for each of our people. Although I might substitute some piece of absolute bullshit that I made up on my own. Either way, they're going to have to convince people that they are telling the truth. The red team, which is Ryan, Sara, and Daniel, will be playing against the blue team, which is Casey,
Hello.
Lauren, and Jesse.
That's us.
Whichever team gets the most points, guesses correctly most often, wins that same old fabulous prize that we have been trying to the mail just isn't what it was.
I thought the prize this year was
Still in the mail.
house. Is that
My mailbox was taken from the front of my house today.
What?
Things are fine. Yeah.
Wow.
No, nobody has mailboxes in my neighborhood.
Yeah, it's
Everything's fine.
it's voter suppression.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No, I
voter
just thought
suppression.
it was HOA thing.
No, they're taking away people's mailboxes now to suppress the vote.
Shit.
Yeah, that's what's
Voted
happening.
today.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pretty soon they're going to be making stamps that don't stick. That's gonna be the
Are we
final.
we're just gonna go back to the old fashioned lick 'em types?
I don't
Yeah,
have the
so-
kind of. I don't have the mucus.
Wait, did people stop licking their stamps?
Yeah, you don't have to lick them anymore.
Licking is optional now, Sarah.
I've just been going around licking all of them.
No,
just
you don't
in
have to lick
case.
stamps anymore. You don't have to lick.
Fuck.
You can still, if you live up north in the wintertime, you can still try licking a flagpole in the wintertime and see how that works for you.
Stack.
Yeah. So let's say hello. Introduce ourselves and say who we are. By the way, tonight, Tom, Daniel, Sara, Ryan, Jesse, Lauren, Casey, we're not just us. We are also that.
Hey!
Yeah.
Good shit.
When's the last time you saw that?
Wow, too long.
Yeah.
Nostalgic.
Yeah.
At the Coral Springs Center for the Arts, which I hope that's still a thing. Bill, we love you. Hi, Bill.
Yeah.
Are you watching?
Yeah. Right now, bill is just what I pay. So let's say hello, Daniel.
So a few things to know about me. I'm a bitch. I'm a lover. I'm a child. I'm a mother. I'm a Sagittarius. I'm a saint. I do not feel ashamed.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sara, follow that if you can.
Hey, I can't. So I'm just going to tell you about the sandwich I had today. It was toasted with like a nice sourdough, and then
Why would
like,
anybody watch
sliced
this
avocado.
in the future when they can learn about your sandwich now live streaming?
That's what I'm saying. There was very crisp bacon, and then just like a really well cooked egg, and then on the sourdough toasted, there was just like a spread of chipotle sauce. Casey, it was from Henry's.
I knew it. It was the hangover. Did you eat the
It was a
hangover?
hangover sandwich. I did.
Okay.
Were you hungover?
No,
No.
just fat.
And somehow,
It's so good, and it's,
was
and
also-
it's a special spicy.
and it
It's
was
a nice
kosher.
spicy.
It was kosher. Strangely
Very,
enough.
it was kosher bacon. Very good.
Kosher bacon.
Bullshit.
Made from happy giving pigs. Ryan, how you doing?
Tom, we're second night in a row we're hanging out here. This is
Don't tell people that. Don't tell
Yeah.
people that.
Yeah. You know, I don't for any reason have my pulse on what's cool in life, but I was at Trader Joe's today. Does anyone else feel like they're trendy when they shop at Trader Joe's? Because that's how I felt today when I was doing my shopping.
I haven't been to Trader Joe's in a while. My wife goes every week, but I haven't been. I used to go, and I never felt trendy. I always felt lost, and it would go up and down these carts and these aisles. It's like, why is the dog food next to the salt, and why is the salt next to the wine?
Yeah.
And I could never get out of. I would never actually put anything in the cart when we went together. She and I. It's like, I don't want that. I don't want that.
The carts are too small.
Tom, did your wife let you push the little kitty cart behind her?
I pushed the cart, and I'm
Okay.
like, what am I doing here? There's nothing there that I want. You know,
Tom's throwing a fit. I want candy.
Let's get some Trader Joe wine. I mean,
Tommy want candy.
Trader Joe wine. Have you had the stuff? Okay, so tell us about your wonderful experience at Trader Joe, Ryan. Now that I've completely
just hijacked my entire story.
No, it's okay.
That was Ryan's.
Get used to it. This is what this show is all about.
Ryan wanted 3 things. He wanted dog food, salt, and wine, and he found it in one aisle.
That's right. And still, for whatever reason, I was still there for 3.5 hours. Figure that one out. No, the other thing I always find interesting is when you pull up to cash out and give the cashier your food, you give him the cart and he proceeds to go through your food items, which I feel like is, he's kind of borderline kind of messing around with things that he shouldn't be touching right now. I should be the one presenting to him, not the other way around. I don't know.
Wait, hold on.
It
was a presentation at Trader Joe's?
Yeah.
Let me show you the items that I wish to take with me.
That's right. I worked hard to put them in the basket. I should be the one to take it out of the basket.
And the Trader Joe's cashier, I think, are old Blockbuster Video people, because not only do they take the thing out, it's like, oh, good choice. Yeah. Chocolate covered pretzels. Yeah, I've used these.
That's
right. Yeah, he was giving me a rating on everything I had purchased at that point. Telling
Is that why there's no eggplants at Trader Joe's? Because
be kind.
Blockbuster would never.
Jesse,
what up? Hey,
you're there.
I'm here. I'm testing out some AirPods, like the Gen Zers. So I'm feeling pretty cool. Follow me on TikTok. Yeah.
For as long as TikTok is still available.
That's true. While you can. Get it while it's hot.
Okay. Lauren.
Yes. Hi, I'm Lauren. I am also here, but here is a different place than Jesse's here. But we're all collectively here.
That's right.
Lauren, I love that shirt. That is a nice situation there.
You like the shirt? It's so nice.
It's short.
If you were using a blue screen right now, we would only see your head.
I have to remember that.
I feel like every answer that you give today should have jazz hands.
So I just need to start swimming a little bit to make the glitter show off a little bit.
Yeah, great.
Also burn some calories, because I'm deficit of like 70 more calories that I have to burn in order to close my ring today. So.
Okay.
By the way, Lauren, looking great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I officially hit 30 pounds.
Wow.
As of I think today.
Now you guys may think that she lost 30. She actually weighs 30 pounds.
No, she hit 30 pounds today. Like in the Rocky movies, she went to the
freezer and everything. All that's left is her bust. That's it. Everything we see is all that's left.
That's all.
When the show's over,
we're guys. That's all we see anyway. So.
Yeah, my mammogram got moved to the microscopy division. So
okay,
you're too smart.
Show's over.
I'm just gonna laugh.
There's a rule on this show: we end the session whenever someone says microscopy. I can't do it. I don't make the rules.
Someone kicked me in microscopy.
Okay, we're not getting anywhere, but Casey, you can help us not get there. How are you doing?
Great. My name's Casey. Let's start this fucking
show.
Let's
start this freaking show. I've already explained the rules, and we're going to do things my way, which is the way we do them. So we're going to start as I usually do, right? I always point wrong. There we go. That way. There it is. Yeah.
You guys are in the same room. You
like the Sistine Chapel there with your finger.
You cheaters.
Here we go. We're going to start.
We're sitting next to each other tonight. This is bullshit.
We're going to start with Daniel. Are you ready, Daniel?
I don't know. This show's already off the rails, but yeah.
I know. It's going even further. I know where this show's going. And here we go. Are you ready? Here we go.
I once was given a rare species of moth as a birthday present.
All right, let's vote. Move to Sarah.
That would be the safest thing to do.
Who gave you this gift? And I'm sure there must have been some explanation as to why.
So we've been trying to explain my stepmom and the things she does for a long time, and there's not a satisfying way to do that. So long and short of it is she's a green thumb. She's a horticulturalist. She's best friends with people who own a bamboo farm. She knows all these people throughout South Miami and Miami, Greater Miami, who own a bunch of nurseries and things like that for plants, I should add. And one holiday, I said, "Hey, no one needs to spend money on me anymore. I'm an adult now. I don't really need anything." And she's like, "Dan, I got you something." And it is in a nice gift wrapped little cube. And I just looking at it thinking, you really shouldn't have. This looks like really amazing. And then I opened it and I was like,
really shouldn't have.
Yeah. Okay. But hey, over time it grew on me.
Oh my God.
You started liking it.
You
get
it? So did you give me the story of how she selected this particular rare genus of moss?
So at this one place, I guess moss is what they specialized in. And
it's on the north side of town.
She's super weird. I've said that, and I hope no one I know watches this. So, she has a succulent.
Don't worry about it.
She has a succulent garden. Does anyone know what a succulent garden is?
Yeah.
It sounds hot, and I kind of want to go visit that if it's what I feel like it might be.
I feel like I just said the horticulture version of microscopy when I said succulent, but
no, you didn't.
No, it's a thing.
I'm aroused. No.
After the show, he's going to go fuck a cactus, just so we're clear.
I don't look at the friction. That's something I need. Go ahead.
Okay.
They're really into rare plants and shit. And at the time, I know her and my stepbrother. Yeah, he's in the mix too. We're making a lot of terrariums, and they would use moss to make it look, like you found an ancient Mayan temple type of thing. So.
No, I don't know.
They thought this was.
They've been spending all this time.
Get used to hearing that phrase.
That look like really amazing ancient ruins, and you're saying this is a thing that they do, but yet all your stepmother did was just take some ass moss and throw it in a box and give it to you, with no.
No, it was in a nice little thing, but I didn't
want the Mayan ruin part of it. It sounds like she just kind of took some moss and threw it in a box.
No, she didn't make a terrarium and give me a terrarium. That would have been cool.
Right.
That would have been cool. Yeah. She basically put it in this little plastic container inside.
She made a pet and threw it in a container and gave it to you.
Do you still have it?
No.
Did you
die? I don't even know what to do with it. I didn't even try.
It's used as packing material mostly. It's
How rare was it? How do you know that it's rare?
It's gone. That's how rare it is. He doesn't have it.
Antique,
I know because they told me, but no, it was like a bluish. It was like a bluish hue, and I'd never seen anything like it.
Blue moss.
Bluish hue.
There's an old Fireside Theater thing about blue moss, but that's nobody will know what I'm talking about. So, any more questions for Daniel about his rare species?
Yes, I do have a Daniel.
No moss.
Okay.
No moss.
Daniel, I do have a question. Is this true?
You're not allowed to. Yes.
Is the moss still Is the moss still with you?
I asked him that already.
No,
You did.
it's with me inside.
In your
It's
heart.
part of
In your
me.
heart.
Is it
It's
on a
part of-
stone? Is it on a stone that you've rolled?
Rolling Stone gathers. Okay, so we're gathering too much moss here. Let's have the blue team vote and reach a consensus.
Jesse's team captain tonight.
Of course.
Sounds
Thank you
good.
for. Okay, here's like where I'm at. So like, I just like can't picture Daniel like texting Tom like, "Hey, like one time I got a moss." Like, isn't that crazy?
Not out of the blue, not for no reason whatsoever.
So Jesse,
Yeah.
here's my
Perhaps in
thing.
preparation for
I
the
can't
show.
imagine Tom ever imagining anything about nature ever. So for him to fabricate this lie
True.
also feels shitty. God, this is why the two of them have worked all week to fuck us. And that's
So let's get that consensus before we run
We
off.
can go true.
Okay.
I say
Any-
true.
Okay.
Lauren. Don't fuck this up. What is it?
So much pressure.
This is binary. This is binary. It's not like gender. This is not fluid. It's either yes or no.
I think it's true.
Okay. So, where are we going?
I'm gonna go with true, Jesse, your team captain. Final call.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's true, you say. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's all right.
Guys,
Sorry.
Casey's no, we're never gonna see Casey again.
We're never going to see Daniel again.
you know what?
Would
Fuck off.
anyone ever give anybody moss? I didn't think anybody would believe that.
My mother-in-law would do that.
Damn. You know a lot of things about.
Good at plants.
You really
Thing.
toss around the word terrarium with reckless abandon.
Yes.
There's a lot
You
of
just had that in your pocket.
Yes,
A
but
lot
you
of real
know
stuff
you
is
can better
true.
do the things inside a terrarium.
You know, Danielle, if you had any honor whatsoever, you would have absolutely said, this is a lie and this is bullshit and I'm not doing this. But you didn't. And you lied to us again.
Okay.
I'm a Sagittarius. I'm a saint. I do not feel ashamed.
It's 1-0.
You know what? Fine.
Daniel,
But
your
be what it is. Fine.
your moss was your gain. So, Casey, we'll move on to you now. Are you ready?
Does it matter?
It doesn't. Here we go.
Here it is. In college, I won a foam man competition. I did it. Fine. Whatever. Fucking Daniel knows the truth to this bullshit, too. He probably wrote it, sent it to Tom, and now I said it. I won foam man. That's who I am.
Okay.
I'm going to have to make another drink in the middle of this. Ask questions.
What is a foam man?
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah, I'll start. I'll say the obvious.
Oh, cool, Brian. Oh, I didn't realize that you were part of this shitty team. All right. Thanks, Sarah, for definitely leaving me this week. Yeah, so Foam Man, you guys have not been a part of Foam Man before?
I have not.
No.
Oh, is that like
Foam
Iron
Man?
Man, but for people who really don't want to exercise?
Is it like Burning Man for people who don't want to burn?
Is
No,
it like
guys.
Florida Man, but with things that come out of a fire extinguisher?
There's only one thing that comes out of a fire extinguisher, as far as I know, Laure.
Oh.
Look, Foam Man is simple.
You know what? Let's move on. This is already too funny.
I think I'm ready to vote. Anyone else?
Do it before they steal your mailbox. Do it.
Sarah, Daniel, I'm going to go with lie. Care to join me?
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Let's
All right.
put some heat on this guy.
Okay.
All right, please describe the history of the Foam Man competition, please. Explain it to me like I'm 5.
I could never explain it to a 5-year-old because they would be scarred for life. All right, so foam man, very simple competition. You get naked, you cover yourself in foam, and you run every floor of the entire fraternity house. And if you make it to the top floor with the most amount of foam still left on you, then you win foam man. It's that simple. Now, what makes it complicated is as you run past everybody's door, they have a small cup of water that they try to throw on you as you run through the hallway. I made it a contact sport. I was the first person in this that turned it from being a fun drunk thing to a real competition, much like this show.
It used to be called Foam Boy, and then they were like, "Oh, he's a foam man."
No, it used to be called, "Oh, I just got some freaking foam on me."
What kind of foam?
Just shaving cream.
Okay.
So you just put that all on you. And
so Gillette, somebody else win? Or
Easy, how many cans did they have to use to foam you up?
You know what?
What was your edge?
You know what, Ryan? I wasn't always fat. And
I'm just curious how many cans they used. That's all. Were they the smaller cans or did they have like the giant size cans? I was just curious.
Damn, Ryan, they didn't buy cans of foam just for Foam Man. It was
they had the Foam Man edition.
So it's just collected from whatever foam you just happen to have on hand?
Yeah, it's 3 a.m. You're drunk.
You've seen Ghostbusters, right?
And people start,
What was your record, and was it the best a man can get?
He almost lost. It was a close shave. No.
Razor thin margin.
There you are doing your shit again.
I'm going to let you ask one more question because we've gone so far off, which is where we should be. But
Don't get in a lather over it.
oh no, I don't. Yes.
Oh, perfect.
So
It's the best.
So, any more questions? Ryan, it's fine. Ryan, you look like for a second there. I thought, oh, his internet
Ryan
connection
legitimately looks like he's about to interview Donald Trump.
I got one question.
He looks like his internet connection froze. He just
Perfectly still and crystal clear.
I got one question. You said you ran the floors of the fraternity house. How many floors are these fraternity houses? Can you drop a TV set from the top of
it? You are remembering, Daniel, that my fraternity house was 3 stories with a basement. So yes,
That checks out.
I've
been in a lot of fraternity houses, so
They're pretty big.
yeah.
3 stories, none of them true. So I need the red team to now converse, and commit to an answer, true or false. Is this true? When he was in college, did Casey win a foam man competition? Is there a foam man competition would be another question, but go ahead, red team.
Daniel, would you like to be our team captain?
Daniel says yes. Daniel says it's true. That means yes. This means my moss is ready.
I'm also gonna go with true.
Ryan, where are you?
Well, I still think it's false, but I'll go with the team majority here, and I'll go along with true. But I don't feel good about that. I do think
nobody feels good about this.
Yeah, I think.
I hope it's not true.
You had a nervous breakdown. Nobody feels good about this.
I think this is a false story, but I will go with my teammates and say true.
Okay, Daniel. So it's true, right? That's what you're gonna say.
We're doing our civic duty.
Okay, there you go. Well, it's true. I'm sorry, it is true. Yeah.
I'll go ahead and send pictures.
Ding, ding, ding.
No, we believe you. We believe
No,
you.
Of course, Casey would do this. Of course, he would.
I barely won. So the pictures are pretty great. If you guys want to see it, pretty good.
Casey,
here's by the way, here's the other thing about Foam Man. A lot of times it was a one-man competition. My blue screen just fell down.
Yeah.
Casey, what did Rami finish in this competition that night?
Rami, believe it or not, did not accept our official invitation to join our fraternity. He just came to the parties. I don't know why.
He wasn't white enough.
Let me. Oh no, that's.
I've seen a picture of your fraternity.
Oh fuck! Yeah, you're right.
One guy, and I thought he was the cleaner or something. You know.
It was Evansville.
I know.
God.
Now you know why Rami wasn't in their fraternity. Okay, so there's that. That's a picture.
Yeah,
Red team 2, blue team 0. We move down now to Lauren.
Yes.
Okay, so Lauren, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Here's yours.
When I was a child, we had a bird in a cage, and I was convinced for a while that it was a baby eagle.
Aww.
Oh. Oh.
So what was it actually?
It was actually a cockatoo.
Okay.
It was white.
What was its name?
Petey.
Petey.
How old were you when you thought this was a bald eagle?
Probably like 6 or 7.
And by the way, before Sarah begins shaming, Lauren, could you talk about the what you would feed this particular bird, because Sarah really
baby hungry.
What?
Sarah might be a little peckish.
For long time watchers of our show, that's brilliant.
Such a deep cut.
We fed Petey like seed that we got from the store, and sometimes like some millet sprays that we would hang from the top of the feed.
Okay.
Hey, Lauren, despite all your rage, why do you think... I can't even say. Why did you think you had an eagle?
Rats, I guess, at the pet store to feel like a rat in a cage.
No, who told you it was a baby eagle? How did that come about?
Oh, my dad. My dad's been like bullshitting me my entire life. You know, even when I was little, like my dad for years tried to convince me that he was an alien from the planet Delta Capula 3. This was just like the stuff he would pull.
Wow. I wish you hadn't said that. That's what I wrote for Jesse's. But she's actually from Delta Capula. You can't do that, Jesse.
You met my dad.
I can't do it.
This is the stuff he does.
Yeah.
And so when I was that age, I really wanted a dog, and my parents didn't think that I would be responsible enough. And so they basically like got a starter pet. And so, you know,
our pets' heads are falling off.
At what age did you find out that it wasn't a baby eagle? Like when it died as a fully grown bird and not cut down in the prime of its youth?
No, it was only like a week or 2. It was just one of those things that my dad was convincing me, and I just kind of accepted it was okay. And then at some point, like later in the week, my mom overheard the conversation we were having, and my mom's like, "Larry, what the hell are you telling her?"
Oh, no. Sean says Petey didn't have a head. No, not having it, that is an extremely bald eagle. Wow.
It's a symbol of freedom.
That's what happens when you win Foam Man 1 too many times.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Are we going to do Foam Man tonight?
I prefer to foam at home, personally.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to find Foam Man pictures for you guys.
Okay. Good thing I have this little button here that says end broadcast. So, any other questions? Were you, when you thought it was an eagle, was that like you were proud that it was an American eagle kind of thing? Like how cool that was? Did it dawn on you that was cool?
I thought it was really cool. I mean, most of my friends had kittens and puppies because it was just like the age where people were getting their first like real pets. And so, initially I was kind of disappointed because I got a stupid bird, but my dad was like, no, this is a special bird. This is a baby eagle. And then I was just like, oh, that's cool.
It's endangered. It's the last
It's
one.
endangered.
Were you devastated? Like, what was your reaction when you found out it wasn't?
I got so mad. I got so mad at my dad. It was during dinner when my mom, kind of
Had cooked Petey.
that lie, and I ended up actually like taking some of the food off my plate. I think it was mashed potatoes, and I threw it at my dad.
Oh no!
Oh.
And then I got sent to my room.
Well, mashed potatoes is a deadly weapon on planet Delta Capulon or whatever the hell it's called. Okay, so I'm gonna need a consensus from the red team. Did Lauren, as a child, for a while, believe that her bird was a baby eagle?
What do you guys think?
Are you asking the blue team? Or
No, you.
That's just consensus, everybody.
Want to read the room, see what's going on?
I think it's true, personally. Yeah.
I actually do.
Or a lie.
A true story. I'm going to say true on this, and I'm going to say true.
I'm gonna say that it might be a very convincing lie. I'm leaning towards lie. I don't know why. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I just feel like it's a very well fleshed out lie.
Lauren has duped me more times than she is not. And she always does it very straight and convincing and not missing a beat.
Very good at this game. She's
sorry. People think I'm the one who's good at this game.
Nobody does. Nobody thinks that.
Greatest trick the devil ever pulled.
I do.
You know what I mean?
So I'll need, if you're really good at this game as a captain, I need a true or a false.
I'm going lie. I'm sorry, Ryan. We're voting against you.
Sorry, Ryan.
Okay.
We might be wrong, and then you get
say it's a lie. Well, it is. It is.
Damn it.
It
We're getting
really well done, though. I was not like fully convinced.
Yes, it's a damn good lie. It's a damn
very,
good
very
lie.
good lie.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man, tonight sucks.
We're still in it.
Guys, just do the opposite of what I believe. I think that's the trend here.
Well, didn't you think it was a lie, or did?
I thought it was true.
No,
You thought it was true.
I didn't think it was true.
Whatever.
Ryan, it's your first time here, so you know.
Yeah.
We've got weeks of like dirt.
First time here, and yeah, that's true. And it's that. Wow, you got some catching up to do.
This is like last week, though. Last week we got trounced. I got trounced at least.
Okay, so now
You sure did, except for with me. You still got me last week.
We're yeah. Well, you did have basically Dash.
One.
You had Dash telling you that something was true, basically.
True.
So, okay, so we've got Sarah now, correct?
Yes.
All
Yes.
right. Let's move up to Sarah.
Yeah.
And here's your thing. Okay.
When I was in law school, I was elected student body president, and the dean tried to remove me from office.
It's because she wouldn't take part of the home woman.
I
on.
defunded
True.
the school's postal service.
True. I believe it. Move on. Who's next? I believe it.
But like, okay, why did you try to remove
subversive
you?
bitch. You did.
Okay, so the dean of my law school was a woman. She's no longer the dean. She retired.
She's an eagle now.
Illegal.
Never was an eagle. I mean, come on.
Illegal
Illegal eagle.
Who
Just
said
flew
that?
away.
That's really good.
Me.
Yeah.
So I was elected my last year, so the third year of law school. And I had been on student government before, and they all were generally fans of me. But when I got elected, I ran against someone who I generally liked, but it was somewhat of a contentious race. And his proponents were people who did not like me, did not like my friend group. So they just always had something kind of catty to say. And right after I was elected, it was in the spring, I made a joke on Facebook, and the the friends of my opponent who didn't like me decided that they wanted to get offended by the joke that I made, and they like took screenshots and sent it to the dean, and the dean was like, I don't want to deal with this, you need to step down. And it wound up I had to like get all of the deans together and be like, look, I did nothing wrong. Like, they just don't like me. I don't know why, but they've always been vindictive, and I'm not going to step down unless you like remove me. I was elected. And they were like, fine, you need to apologize. And I refused, and they did nothing about it. And I got to serve my term.
Damn. Okay, what was the joke?
It was
No. Was it a tasteless joke?
no, it was actually a really benign joke about Ash Wednesday.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it was a very benign joke about Ash Wednesday.
Very good.
You mean
Yeah.
Schmutz Day?
Yeah, so I called it Schmutz Day. That was the joke. I literally just said like, oh, I'm Jewish and I see schmutz, and then I'm like, oh, it's Ash Wednesday, and they were like, how dare you? And I was like,
Ash Wednesday is the microscopy of Judeo-Christian relations, by the way. So.
I was
And
like,
for all the times the Jews get shit on, that was our turn to shit on.
Yeah, really.
That's how I look at it, right?
I was like, I don't
Honestly,
know.
Ryan, if I'm gonna say something here, I don't believe the Jews have ever been shit on. Is that
Like, literally,
We just had it
figuratively. Like, what do you want to determine?
is that controversial? Am I stepping
no.
some
That
boundary?
is.
It's
Not
been
today, it isn't.
failing.
No.
Treading.
You know what? You keep talking like that, they'll probably give you your mailbox back.
Oh, conspiracy.
Oh, no.
Listen, Tom, we run Hollywood, not the post office.
If only we guys ran the post office.
Boy.
Yeah, well.
All right.
Mhm.
Who can we offend next?
I don't know. It's good to hear.
Okay, it's just like weird for me to imagine people not liking Sarah. She's so likable.
I can
And I think it's
picture it.
because Sarah is so likable that there's always going to be like some jealous, horrible person who hates her for no good reason, but then just because they suck.
Well, I like her for no
It's
good
not in
reason.
any way a reflection on Sarah at all. It's just that
There's
they're
not a lot of appeal there.
Okay, I'm going to ask the blue team to confer and to come up with a consensus. Unless you have any more pointed, pertinent questions.
I don't have any more questions. I feel okay with this being true, and it's also a statement to your character, Sarah, whether it's true or not, based off of my opinion of this. But I'm not the team captain. That's not me.
Oh,
That's not
right.
who I am.
That's me. Yeah.
I've switched to Pepsi.
I am confident this is true.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think
Feels
this sounds
true.
This sounds
Just
like
for the record, that makes me feel less confident. Continue.
Ryan, what do you think?
we know that Sarah is smart and ambitious, and I could totally see her as student body president. And I could also see someone just being a jerk for the sake of being a jerk, because that happens to everyone.
Okay.
So it sounds
We
to
say
me like
true.
you're
Yeah,
saying
I think true.
That's what
Mhm.
it sounds like. It sounds like you're saying true, and it's true.
Oh, damn.
We're on the board.
You were a bitch.
It was called
Yeah.
Ash Wednesday Gate.
Yeah. Well.
I should have been bigger about
What's
the
a
joke.
good
Well,
joke?
see, if you'd provided that detail during the thing, I would have been like, that's a lot. And I would have said,
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're clawing our
by the
way
way, I
back
thought this
like
was
eagles.
a beer when I grabbed it.
All right. So we're going to bounce up to to Ryan. Let's do that now. Ryan, are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, here we go.
I earned 3 credits in school, a course on American folk dance.
I feel like immediately this is true because as Ryan read it, he realized how fucking stupid it sounded. That this is a true story that happened. That's all I'm going to put out there. You guys may proceed. Please prove me
What
wrong.
dances did you do?
Yeah, you must have felt really foolish jumping around with no foam on.
Yeah, they definitely did. Clothes were required in this class, which was a good start at least. So we did that. No, we learned like different dances from other countries, and kind of the ironic part of the story is like my senior year, I thought I was on target to graduate, and I literally was short 3 credits. And so I remember having to stay in summer school. I had a job lined up that August, and I needed to like officially graduate. So my counselor basically said to me, "You can take this class. It's such a simple thing to do. Just show up, and you can pass and officially like graduate from school." So I did it, and I remember like the people in my class. There were a lot of like international students that didn't speak English, so I would just like communicate with them through just
Through dance.
basically, or like making
language of dance.
yeah.
Trying to focus his body.
That's right. I would show off using my like
Language of love.
That's right. The movement of my body was able to connect with
A
all
very sensual polka.
Yeah, and that's why I didn't get laid at all that summer. So
Or
That summer?
That couldn't have been it. It couldn't have been that.
The other summers, it was a fuck fest, but this particular
Yeah.
This
summer,
summer it was pretty dry.
that's right.
the one summer that you learned how to fucking dance, you didn't.
Yeah, I know.
Get
It's
laid.
folk dance. It's not
folk
dance.
Right. It wasn't like I was learning the Macarena or anything like that. Because that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That-
Can we
At
pause
another
for a
level.
second? Did you think that the Macarena is the thing that gets you laid?
Well, it bar
Is that not it?
yes.
I'm
sure it was.
Sure, that was
That
it.
was the sexiest dance he could think of.
Wait, they taught you hula and you still couldn't get laid?
It was American folk dance. Every time he moved, it rained. So of course
Yeah.
he didn't get.
Yeah, people would run in the other
Guys,
direction.
this wasn't achy breaky heart, okay, guys? This wasn't that. All right, this wasn't.
Show us something, Ryan. Show us a little something.
The Cupid Shuffle is the
Well-
second semester.
Believe it or not, one of the dances I did learn was like a Native American tribal dance that we.
I want to see that. I
Yeah.
want to see that show. I know this isn't that show, but I
Yeah.
love this show. I want to see that show.
That's for next week. We're gonna actually just have a one-on-one session of practicing that dance.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'll bring the phone.
Bring the moss. We have to dance around moss. Any other questions?
Just FYI, I got an A in the class.
Oh, an
Mhm.
A.
Yeah.
Wow. Mm.
How were you able to have students at your school who couldn't speak English if that was the language that classes were taught in?
Well, they were able to speak like broken English, so I guess they just were able to kind of get by, but their English was very limited. I mean, they were international students, so obviously they had some sort of like English language that they could, speak in. But for the most part, their native tongue was what they used the majority of the time, whether it was from, I remember there was somebody from like Korea in my class and somebody from Spain was in my class. So, it was like kind of just trying to communicate with somebody, but sometimes the translations didn't always work.
Well, the picture of a left foot and the picture of a right foot is pretty much a universal language.
It's true.
And if you put enough of them down on the floor, you don't need to speak.
Yeah, very true.
In fact, if I were in that class, I would be too embarrassed to speak or even make eye contact with anyone else in that class. Okay, so I'm going to need the blue team to confer and convene and decide whether Ryan earned 3 credits in school in a course on American folk dance. Is this true or is this a lie?
I don't. Okay, Ryan is like pretty type A. He's like on it. I can't see him like not knowing he like needed 3 credits to graduate. That's like kind of a miss,
Okay. Well, that
You guys already know. Like, not a thing has changed for me. This is bullshit.
Yeah. American folk dance would be much more likely to be things like square dancing, and the native stuff usually does not permeate outside of the village unless you would need like a professor
Right.
of Native American studies to be teaching something like that. It wouldn't be in like
Man.
a course. Like that's
Man,
really
you guys are thinking a lot deeper.
Hey, Laura knows
Just
about American
smells
shit.
like-
She grew up with an eagle.
It It smells like wretched dog shit.
Okay, so you're basically saying I'm hearing lie, or am I hearing true?
Lie.
Lie.
I'm hearing lie. Okay, I'm hearing lie, and it turns out it is a lie. It is a lie. Oh my God!
If I could jump in really quick.
Better luck next week, Ryan.
The truth is, actually, Jesse, I was in fact short 3 credits, and I took a journalism class in the summer, not American folk.
Oh, they have 3 credits in the dog food aisle over at Trader Joe's.
Oh, I gotta go there. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah.
There's dog food. There's salt. There's wine.
Mm.
So the blue team is catching hell up.
Guys, it's all up to me now.
It's all up to
Hey guys.
Okay.
I think I had by the way, I had a lot of fun this week. This is the end of the show. Daniel, I think you did great. This isn't a concession. This is the end of the show, right? Okay.
Jesse, she can do this.
Yeah.
This time.
I believe you can. I believe you can.
Jesse,
Chugging.
I don't know. I don't know what
Jesse,
the deal
between
is.
you, oh shit! Even my set doesn't believe. Jesse, I believe in you. I'm in this to the end.
I believe in Read My Lips here every Friday night at 9 p.m. I know I sound like one of those TV guys, but yeah, Read My Lips here every Friday night, 9 p.m. Last night's was really funny. It's up there online on YouTube if you're interested in checking it out. If you're a comedian or an improviser or both, and you want to join in and do it, let us know. Meanwhile, you've decided. So now it's Jesse's turn, and are you ready, Jesse?
Yes, I'm just glad I have the full support of my team.
Okay.
Means a lot.
Love you, Jesse. Don't
Okay.
mess us up.
I support you myself. I support you like a wonder bra. Here we go.
I once ruined a friend's chance to get a government job because I accidentally screwed up his background check. Yeah.
When did you work in a department where you had to do background checks?
No, I didn't actually run the background checks. I was a reference for someone.
I see. And what did you say?
So it was a friend of mine, and he was applying for a important government job. And so I had to meet this guy at Starbucks, and he was interviewing me as I guess a character reference maybe, I don't know. And so, he was asking normal questions. Well, they were pretty intense questions. They're is he affiliated with any terrorist groups? These were intense, yeah. So finally he said, is there any reason that Eric would be susceptible to blackmail? And I had heard, is there any reason Eric would be susceptible to black males?
What?
What?
Yeah, no, and I was like, well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, he knows black people, and that's cool and that's great, but I don't know if that's a weakness of his per se. I mean,
Jesse, you just got put on the list.
Just in case we need a reminder, I just want to make sure understands.
Of course, I
that Jesse's opinions do
not
reflect.
the position of the theater.
I love Black Lives. I just misunderstood his the question. Are you susceptible to blackmail? I thought I misheard him.
Did I miss anything racist while I was gone? Or no?
No, nothing. But we're doing it like this. From now
Oh
on.
shit!
Okay.
That's
Here
right.
we
This
go.
is Jesse's
Here
part.
we go.
Okay. So
There
this
we
is
are.
actually
There
working
we
out.
go.
This is working out great for me. So I'm not liable. I'll just check back.
Okay.
So needless to say, he didn't get the job. So I feel badly about that.
Did the interviewer not follow up after he realized you didn't know what you were talking about? He just kind of let you go and was like, "Thank you, ma'am."
Yeah, pretty much. He was really serious guy, in a suit. I don't know. He was just oh, okay. Yeah, I could tell he was not interested in anything after that. Yeah. And also my mom was sitting at a nearby table because that's how we roll. And she told me after the fact, she was like, "You are a fucking idiot." Yeah.
Well, that's on brand for your mother, obviously. We know that.
This is a really weird spy movie you've created, Jesse.
I know.
Like your mom's sitting behind you, tapping out answers in Morse code. You know.
Yeah, that's really all I can say. You know, otherwise, it's really.
Does this person still talk to you, Jess?
Yeah, I mean, he's not like mad about it. He ended up with like a good job, just not this job.
That one.
Why would he use you as a character reference?
Good question, Ryan. I don't know. We were like family friends, so I feel like I was like a good person at that
Hey,
time.
Jesse, I recently applied for a job and I put you down as a reference where I was going to be doing something about diversifying a few things within the company.
Right.
I didn't get the position. Was it because you said I'm not okay with diversity? Was that what the...
That's not, first of all, that's not exactly what I said.
Jesse, I applied for a position teaching musical improv in Somalia. I don't really want it. So would you be a reference?
I got you.
Roommate, thank you. Would you just call
Jesse, are you are you susceptible to blackmail?
She likes Chris Rock a lot.
Oh, she froze. Jesse froze.
She froze. She's helpless.
Yep.
She can't defend herself.
I think
The FBI legitimately cut her.
Cut her off.
Don't tell them we meet people in Starbucks. Don't let them know we're questioning.
She's
Okay.
been clipped.
saw Jesse again.
So here's what we don't need Jesse for right now, and that is for the red team to confirm.
Yeah, so I think this is a lie. I think this is one of Jesse's made-up stories. Why would this person put her as a character reference when they were just family friends? And not only that, to your point, Sarah, once this person figured out that she said black males, I have to believe that this person would have said, no, blackmail. If that was even the case. So I'm going to go with a lie.
I'm back. The government kicked me out. I'm sorry.
So,
Okay.
Ryan, since you haven't been here, this is like the calmest I've seen her. So I think
Well, that's because she was frozen for about 5 minutes.
I mean,
You know, I asked some questions to throw her off a little bit, and she just bounced right off her. So I feel it's true. That's
Sarah,
just
thoughts?
Sarah's the decider.
No, you're the decider.
You're the decider. I'm torn, right? Because this could just be like Jesse came up with like a solid pun and was like, fuck it, I'm going with that. But like, would she do this? Probably. Like, yeah, I could see her doing that.
Tom, can you show the prompt again, by the way? Would you mind?
Yes, please.
Can I show the prompt? Sure.
So Jesse can remember her lie.
I can do anything. I once ruined a friend's chance to get a government job because they accidentally screwed up his background.
check.
Yeah.
I mean, she did pretty well on short notice. You know.
So what are you going to say? True? False? True? Lie?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with true, but I'm not liking it.
Got a lie, got a true. It's up to you.
We're doing true. We're doing true.
This
Guns
one's
blazing. And if we go to tie, I am not ashamed. I'm a bitch. I'm a lover.
So you're saying it's true? It's true.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Wow.
I just left you out there floundering, being like, he knows black people, and like just was like, thank you, ma'am, and fucking left.
Pretty much.
That is crazy.
Just a real honest question. Just before you guys continue to celebrate, this is a hard-earned win, and you guys deserve this. It didn't feel like a cheat as much as normal. Jesse, are you okay?
What do you mean? A nice
What was this? When did this happen?
I was in college, and he said, like, is your friend, would he ever be susceptible to blackmails? That's what I heard. I mean, I just tried to answer it as best as I could.
Did he put the emphasis on, like, because, like, blackmails is two different words, but blackmail has, like, the emphasis on, like, the first part of the word. So you just thought this guy was just like, blackmails. You know,
would he be
maybe, I don't.
Would he be affected by black males?
Tom!
Just like that.
What?
And I
What in the
said
world
no,
is this?
I don't think so. I mean,
Which
I don't know.
administration was this?
Tom, something happened to my nameplate.
I can imagine why.
Oh,
And that's
That
not
hurt.
fair to Lauren, because Lauren, I feel like, played real well on our team.
She
I
cared.
know.
Yeah.
Makes it even worse.
I think her and Ryan should switch.
Oh.
It's his first time out.
Yeah.
Drew, I mean, give me a one chance.
We just let him out of the box.
Hey,
Come
Joey,
on. He's
Hey, and by the way, guys, for the tens of listeners that are on here tonight, guys, listen to the Friendly Confines. You'll find it on podcast, on Stitcher. Ryan is on that podcast with a good friend of his. They interview a bunch of people who are ridiculously talented and fun and historically great figures. And actually, it's a great podcast, even if you don't know anything about baseball or could give a shit about the Cubs. It's a good podcast, and it's one thing to really promote from all the shit that we're doing. Listen to the Friendly Confines. Ryan's on that. It's lovely.
Speaking about promoting at midnight tonight, we're going to take a look at an actual improv performance that was done by no less a group than The Disturbance. Right here. Many of these people were in that performance, or some of them were. So it's going to be that kind of thing. Or I'm just going to host that real quickly. So it's cool if you come back at midnight to check that out. Other than that, thank you guys very much for being here. It was fun as always. And
Nice job, guys.
yes,
A lot of fun this week.
yeah.
Yes.
Miss everybody. I'm glad we got to see each other.
Guys.
Yeah.
Me too.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Hey, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Everybody.
Bye.